below. And this old sinful world hardly a comfort can afford. Striving alone to face temptations. And welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to Country Cousins Television tonight. We want to welcome you here. My co-host tonight on the show is the great Daniel Renteria.
Hello, Richard. Thanks for having me.
Oh, man. Yeah, man. It's going on good tonight. What do you think about this weather?
I think it's hotter than a pepper sprout. It's you know, we just have to, I was born and raised in Fresno. So I'm basically used to the heat. Just have to get through July and August. Right. Come September, we're back to normal again. Well,
I hope so. You know, I don't want this to be an indication of where the good Lord says, you know, you're getting an example of the heat in case you don't get into having where's cool at, and you may have to move on to new territory.
Well, the studio is nice. This is my new cooling station. I think I'm
okay. This is really nice. But like you say about the heat, though, I have seen it out here where it's like 110, 115. Man, really? This is some heat. But
well, I was in Texas and Arizona last year, and I was in Arizona when it was 120 degrees in the shade. So I just barely could stand there, just taking in all the heat. So I know it can't get hotter.
Yes, yes. And we want to say to all of you good folks that's watching the show tonight, if you're in the California state area, Arizona area, or in New Mexico, and it's very, very hot, please. There's a lot of cooling stations that are open in a local facility. Check your listings for that. Make sure you get to a cooling station so you can stay cool and don't overheat. Make sure that you're drinking plenty of water and stay hydrated in all these around in this type of heat right here. Got fans on you, blowing on you. And, you know, this is one of the most important things for veterans, not only veterans, but everybody that may have a medical condition. This heat causes a lot of medical conditions to kick off in this type of heat. You know, because I'm a heart patient, I can tell you, this heat really devastates me at times, you know. And like you say, I know you felt it, but, you know, you've probably seen some people like that, right?
Yeah, it's important to hydrate, get in the shade, and if you feel yourself getting the symptoms of sunstroke, you know, get medical attention, because there's no joke out there. People have suffered very serious illnesses because of overexhaustion and heat.
Right. Yes, they have. You want to send a shout out to anybody out there in television land that's watching us?
I will want to shout to my grandson, but I don't think he's watching right now. I think he's watching YouTube, but maybe next time we'll get him to watch it.
Oh, okay. Well, let me send a shout out and welcome all of the people from around the world. And we have a lot of them from Australia to France, from Italy to Rome to Paris, over there in Britain and around, and all of the Italy, all of the other countries there, and all of the family folks here in the United States, across the United States. And we got a great number of them watching. Send a shout out to my dear cousin in Los Angeles. By the way, she is a great singer and a professor too. Sandra Savage, who's watching from down in Rancho Cucamonga, and the Clown Man, he's joining us on the show. Look, we got him tonight. He's got some good stuff lined up for the program tonight. Oh, I'm telling you. And we just want to welcome everybody and want you to sit back and enjoy the show tonight. And again, you know, having Daniel on here, I had an opportunity, ladies and gentlemen, to see him. He came and did a little song for us and stuff, and he was on one of our shows here prior to this show, and he plays really good. So sit back and enjoy, relax, and just take it easy. Enjoy some great music, and we got KC the Clown is here with us tonight. Awesome. Yeah, man, that's him. Daniel, tell me a little bit about where you're touring now, and the audience about what are you doing?
Well, actually, I'm kind of taking the summer off. I'm just laying low and staying cool. Trying to leave town, go to the coast as much as possible.
Right.
In a couple of weeks, I'm going to Canada, by the way.
Really?
Going up there for a little while and just go. I want to go someplace cool and cold.
Oh.
So.
Ontario?
Actually, Vancouver.
Yeah, it's right above Washington State.
Yeah. Actually, going to fly into Seattle, rent a car, and drive across the border.
Oh, okay.
So I'm looking forward to going somewhere where I can put on a jacket and. You know,
take plenty of pictures, man. I like Canada. I've been to Canada before, Vancouver, up in Ontario, Canada, and all of them, and really nice people. You know, you get up there, you hear a lot about people and the different ways of lives and how folks act, you know, on television. But when you get into the area personally and you start to sit down and visit with them, you'll find out they're really nice people. They're just like any other folks. You know, you come and they extend their hand in courtesy and stuff and work with you, and I really love it. Working with the many different nations in the military that we work with was some wonderful people. Got to meet a lot of wonderful people there. And of course, you know, in the music business, I tell everybody that in the music business, we as musicians travel a lot, so we get to work with a lot of different musicians, you know, and when you do, it may sound strange if, all right, man, I'm from Australia, man, the land of wonder, the land down under. All right, come be and work with us over here, Aussie land, you know. But they're still great people. Yeah. Really, really great.
We have a lot of great musicians that come from Canada.
Yeah.
Neil Young and Michael Bublé, and I mean, I can go on and on. Somebody come to this country and do really well in the music business.
Yeah, and that's one of the things, you know. But also going to Canada, like I say, they roll out the red carpet for you, and try to make you feel at home. And I really love the folks in Canada, really do. So anyway, ladies and gentlemen, again, we like to welcome everybody. We want you to sit back and enjoy the show. And again, I send my shouts out to my daughter and granddaughters, Mia and I'm just drawing a blank, but Pebbles, Mia, Ray, and all of them, and Kawanda. My shout out to the folks back on the East Coast right there in Tennessee is the boy, you ever do this? You ever draw a blank when you're sitting in front of live TV?
Every day.
He said never. Just passing through Gospel Group. I'm sorry. Just passing through Gospel Group back there. Ken Youngblood and Gary Argo, Jeremy James, Daniel Campbell, Tommy Wyden of Just Passing Through Gospel Group out of McMinnville, and all of the great folks out of McMinnville, Tennessee, and Woodbury, and I went back and did a concert last year, and the concert last year was fantastic.
Oh, incredible.
And we just had a great time back there, and the guys came in and they sung and played. And we hadn't performed in, I think it was like 11 years.
Oh, well.
And so we were a little rusty.
It's like riding a bike, though. You never
forget.
Yeah.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to get ready to go to commercial break. Ray Charles, the late, great Ray Charles, is coming up as we salute all of our veterans. And stick around, listen to that, and come back and join us. Now, this means that you can go to the refrigerator while we're going through this. You know, let the dogs out, let them get a little run around the yard, bring them back in, let them cool off. While you're watching the show with your hound dog and your blue heeler and, you know, all of this great stuff, hey, stick around. Don't go nowhere. We'll be back. The late, great Ray Charles is coming up to salute our veterans. We salute you. Welcome home, gentlemen. Ladies and gentlemen, there you go. Yeah.
Oh, beautiful, our heroes proved in liberating strife. Who more than self their country loved, and mercy more than life. America, make God thy gold refined, till all success be nobleness, and ever again divine. And you know, when I was in school, we used to sing it something like this. Listen here. Oh, beautiful, far spacious skies, far amber waves of grain, far purple mountain majesties, talking about America, sweet America. You know, God done shed his grace on thee. He crowned thy good. Yes, he did. Heavy brotherhood from sea to shining sea. You know, I wish I had somebody to help me sing this. America, I love you, America. You see, my God, he done shed his grace on thee. You ought to love him for it, because he crowned my good. He told me he would. Every brotherhood from sea to shining sea. Oh, Lord. Oh, Lord. I thank you, Lord.
And we're back, ladies and gentlemen. Richie Graham with my great friend, KC the Clown, Bozo the Clown, that's his name. Yeah, and he brought a little friend, Taquito.
Taquito.
Yeah, Taquito. And he's gonna do some songs for you, and I'm gonna play with Taquito, bouncing around with Taquito. Okay.
All right.
Go for it, man.
There you go. Hanging around with Bozo.
Come on, Bozo.
We're going to do a little something song. Me and the man here. Here he goes. Ready?
Yeah, ready.
Where, oh, where are you tonight? Why did you leave me here all alone? I searched the world over and I thought I found true love. You met another and you was gone. Okay, I'm going to sing another song. Here it goes.
Yeah. Taquito.
Her two little feet will come running into our bedroom almost every night.
Yeah.
She'll hold out her arms, then she'll climb in beside us. In a small voice, we'll hear her remark, Mommy and Daddy, can I sleep here with you? 'Cause Jeannie's scared of the dark.
Oh, yeah.
One day in the summer, we took some flowers to place on some old family graves. Jeannie said, Mommy, ain't it dark in the ground? Oh, Daddy, I'll be so afraid.
Taquito.
Then she looked up at her daddy and me and said something that broke both our hearts. She said, when I die, please don't bury me, 'cause Janie's scared of the dark. We never knew we were going to see Jeannie grown because she was destined to die. But on her grave, we placed an eternal flame that glows and never loses a spark. And in the darkest night, there's always a light, 'cause Jeannie's afraid of the dark. Thank you very much. I'm all shook up.
Taquito.
No autographs.
Yeah.
Taquito, what?
Taquito.
I'm showing Taquito love.
Love.
That's what it's all about,
Yeah.
is love for everybody around the world.
Yes, it is.
And let me tell you something about Taquito. He knows how to make good tacos over there in Mexico.
Good tacos.
And when I brought him over here to California, he does not want to make me no tacos. So we're going to have to get him to make some good tacos, because sometimes chicken's good, but his tacos with the season that he makes, man, delicious. Yum, yum.
Yum, yum, yum,
So,
yum, yum. Well, tell us about, Casey, you've passed me this card. Let me hold this card up in front of you, ladies and gentlemen, in front of the TV screen. And he's passed me this card about the fight for water, pro-immigrants, and proud. So tell the people a little bit about that today.
Okay, well, this is a fighter here from Fresno. He's a professional fighter, fighting. And turn it around, and there's all the fighters here from Fresno. We train them at Main Event Boxing. Bring the kids, adults, men, women, anybody that wants to learn self-defense. it's always good. My mom said it's better than just them hitting you in the face and you not knowing, where it came from. She told me always to block and move and duck, and those 3 things, believe me, they'll help you. I'm not saying to become a fighter, but I'm saying to protect yourself when you're out there in the streets and somebody tries to bully you and take your purse or whatever you have. I do not like that. And that's why I share what I share about my passion about kids, women, adults, that it's not about who you are, it's what you are out there, and be very, very vigilant on the things that you're doing, because while you're not looking, they're looking at you. So that's why I give a lot of love to Al. That's my promoter. His number is 443-1000. Talk to Big Al whenever you guys need shirts, banners, hats, purses, anything. He'll hook you up, and all you got to do is tell him Bozo the Clown send you.
Now tell the folks about, you've been surviving in this weather. This weather's been hot.
Yes, it has.
You've been doing a lot of shows in this weather.
I've been doing shows left and right, but God gives me that strength to keep moving on and persevering to the next goal, to the next smile, to the next critic. I mean, I love the critics too, because without the critics, I won't be Bozo. So critics, keep saying, and God's going to keep blessing.
Now tell the audience when you took up being Bozo the Clown.
Being Bozo the Clown, one day I got up and I asked the Lord, I said, Lord, I've done everything already. I've done hot dogs, I've done hamburgers, and he's always blessed me. I've done boxing, he's always blessed me there. And he just says, Casey, you're always making people laugh. He says, I can kind of see that you're not laughing today. And I said, Lord, I always wanted to be a clown. And
I always wanted to be a clown.
I always wanted to be a clown. Yeah. To make people smile, this world sometimes is just so tight that you need to get that tightness away, and you got to smile at the problems, because without problems, to me, we won't sit there and live our lives right, because everything's not going to be right each and every day. There's going to be struggles, trials, tribulations, but you know what? You ask God to help you, and He opens them doors.
Amen.
And plus, let me tell you something. Taquito told me you give those little kids smiles, so I want to get in it too. So I told him with that little
right
see,
there, the little
I gave him that little heart. So I have a big heart. Taquito has the little heart. So we both go together, and I do the adults, he does the kids. And let me tell you, Taquito said that he needs a wife. So I don't know. I don't know what's going on that, but I think he's just lovable. Look at him. I mean, he's like he's ready to serve some tacos.
Yeah.
He has his hat on. He's the one that's cool with that hat, because it's hot out there, and he don't take that hat off. I tell him, let me use that hat. He says, get your own hat, clown.
Well, tell the audience where they can find your next show, your upcoming events.
Yeah, we got some events coming up here at Warner's. We're promoting it. The Warner's Theater is gonna. I'll let you guys know. That's here in Fresno, California. God's doing a mighty works on that gym over there. Main event. Big Al. That's one promoter. He's a very, very polite man. I mean, don't think that you're gonna go over there because you see him big. He's just big, but he's full of butter. He's full of honey. He's full of bear. I mean, you just want to get him and grab him. When he blesses you, he blesses you abundantly. Amen. Always helping the homeless. He's always blessing people. So, Big Al, a shout out to you, because you are the man that makes things happen. I love you for that.
All right, ladies and gentlemen. Well, coming up next is my dear friend, Daniel Renteria. He's coming up next to bring you some great music. And we want you to stick around. Don't go nowhere. Hope that you're enjoying the show this evening. Our love goes out to the great Kinsey Rose. She's somewhere on the road, in your community, somewhere by you, doing a concert. So look for the great Kinsey Rose. And when you hear her name, whether you see it on television, in the paper, on Facebook, YouTube, or somewhere you hear it on the radio. Whichever. Good Morning America, ABC Evening Show. Look for the great Kinsey Rose. She's out there performing. Go out and support her at her concerts, okay? The great Kinsey Rose. We're going to take a station break. We'll be back in a few minutes. Don't go nowhere. Got more coming up.
Hee-haw!
The long two-faced temptation sows.
And we're back, ladies and gentlemen, with Country Cousins. And the great Daniel Renteria is with us, joining us. He's going to do some numbers for you. We want you to enjoy it. Wherever you're watching from around the world, we hope that you're enjoying the Country Cousins television show. And hope that the weather is pleasant. We know in a lot of states I love. And prayers go out to the people that they're having fires in their communities, like down in Florida. And we've seen a lot of tragic situations goes on, people who's losing their lives and precious life being lost by a lot of drive-by shootings and different things overseas and bombings and things. So, again, we here to make sure that you have a good time. Hope that everybody's enjoying the show from around the world. To brighten up your day, give you something to talk about, hey, and to keep you laughing. So here's the great Daniel Renteria.
Thank you. I'm going to do a song I wrote called Old Mexico. It goes like this. I remember the days in Mexico, running barefoot in the sand, chasing the waves and gathering stones, and holding your hand in my hand. And I remember the nights in Mexico, there where I played my guitar, holding you tight by warm summer nights and making love under the stars. I fell in love in old Mexico, your hair in the wind undone, under the sky on the Playa del Sol, your skin so brown in the sun. And I remember your touch in Mexico, I've come to know so well, wrapped around you and you around me, and dancing to Juan Gabriel. And I remember the nights in Mexico, there where I played my guitar, holding you tight on warm summer nights and making love under the stars. I fell in love in old Mexico, your hair in the wind undone, under the sky on the Playa del Sol, your skin so brown in the sun. I have a rooster in here. Well, I want to thank him wherever he's at. So that was a song I wrote. This is another song I wrote. So we're going to go from old Mexico to Hollywood. This one is called Hollywood. Night fell hard in Hollywood, and I've got to leave this town. LA ain't the place for me, I've got to move around. Know some friends on the Central Coast, I think I'll visit there. Had a girl in the San Joaquin, but I know now she don't care. Standing in the pouring rain, I've got nowhere to hide. I think about another life far beyond the other side. No more searching for the truth, I've given up the fight. Left my heart in Hollywood in the shadows of the night. so I go alone again into the darkened sky, never knowing what went wrong and never asking why. Say goodbye to Hollywood, the bright lights and the pain. Nothing more to leave behind and nothing more to gain. Do 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 do. Thank you. Okay, well, I was probably going to do a Glenn Campbell song with the help of Richard, if we can. I'm going to try to do it. I think I asked Richard whether this was a live show, so that we,
Yeah, this is a live
so that
show,
if we
brother.
so if we make it, we mess up, we can start over again.
No, we gotta keep rolling. So if we mess up, we just gonna keep rolling,
Let's keep rolling.
ladies and gentlemen.
Can we? You know, 2012 was Glenn Campbell's last tour.
Yeah, it was.
He's having a bout of Alzheimer's.
Yeah.
So that I saw him here at the local casino.
Oh, okay.
So I was really privileged to be able to see one of his last shows on
Right,
tour.
right.
So, you know, I grew up with his songs, you know. By the time I get to Phoenix, Rhinestone
Yeah,
Cowboy.
Like a rhinestone cowboy, do-do-do, riding out on a horse in a star-spangled rodeo. Yeah.
Okay, well, thank you, folks. No. we should stop while we're ahead right there. Okay, but this one is called The General on My Mind.
Yeah, oh yeah.
It's got a lot of words
That's
to
good.
it. It's got a lot of words. So,
But you know, being in country music, and I got to tell the audience that, you know, I was blessed working with Mr. Ralph Land, George Jones drummer, and formerly Mr. Land used to be the head of General Motors in St. Louis, Missouri. Way back before Vietnam. He got drafted in Vietnam and went on to join the Green Berets.
Oh,
But
yeah.
before he was drafted and back in the 60s, he was running the General Motors plant
wow.
in St. Louis, Missouri. And at that time, he was still studying to be a musician and a great drummer. And then after Vietnam, which he got hurt pretty bad over in Vietnam. He recovered, and he came out to be one of the best drummers and session musicians in Nashville, Tennessee, and every place in Nashville has got some of his memorabilia up on the wall. Capitol Records and MGM and all those over at Mercury Records and stuff. But I've learned from those guys, and it was a great experience being in country music with Johnny Cash, Glenn Campbell, Jerry Reed, and all them guys. And it was an experience that I never would have gotten. Ray Stevens was a great friend of mine, and Ray Stevens. Me and him, by the way, we met at the hospital right there. It was a story to Ray Stevens, and come to know Ray real good, and a great friend of mine. But it was a great experience. I don't know how. Somebody said put it in a book, but working with Elvis, having an opportunity to meet Elvis and work with Elvis, and working in Las Vegas and stuff. And then Jerry Lewis telethon, and I commend Jerry Lewis for the MDA program that he did for many, many years. And I know you probably didn't know this, but if at that time anybody who was in the entertainment field, if you got to be on the Jerry Lewis telethon, then you automatically, almost instantly became a star overnight.
Wow.
It was, and they had three significant programs, which is the Jerry Lewis Muscular Dystrophy Telethon. Labor Day weekend was the great one with Sammy Davis Jr., Dean Martin, Frank Sinatra, and the cast is endless. But if you made that with them, then you almost instantly became a star overnight. And then we had Easter Sale, and we had March of Dime, which was the other major contributors. Then we had Danny Thomas. And a lot of us, we all kind of just gathered around the wagon and doing that, and it's just really good. So I just wanted to say that music is the blood flow of my, of my life. Over the years.
I'm envious. Wow.
Yeah.
Good.
So, but I love coming out, and it's a challenge to work with people, bringing them to the show. Give them an opportunity to go live and on there and touch people's hearts around the world. We get many, many calls from a lot of people from around the world how well, who was that on there? What's their names? And can we watch your show and stuff like that? And a great show. So I welcome everybody here, and we really do a great job. Okay, on to the Glenn Campbell thing.
So if I forget the words, I'm going to look at you. And then
Okay,
you
look at me, and we're going to pick something in.
All right. Oh, maybe the audience can throw us a line, okay? Bozo can...
Bozo!
All right, let that chicken in, and we'll... It's knowing that your door is always open and your path is free to walk.
Yeah.
That makes me tend to leave my sleeping bag rolled up and stashed behind your couch. And it's knowing I'm not shackled by forgotten words and bonds, or the ink stains that have dried if on some line. That makes me tend to leave my sleeping love gentle on my mind. Okay, take it then.
Yeah.
It's not clinging to the rocks and ivy painted on the columns now that bind me.
Not behind me. Not behind me.
Or something that somebody said because they thought we fit together walking.
Oh, yeah. Walking. Oh, okay.
And it's knowing that the world will not be cursed and not forgiven when I walk along the railroad tracks and find that you're moving on the back roads by the rivers of my memories, wherever you are gentle on my mind. Okay.
Always on my mind.
Yeah.
Always on my mind.
Though the wheat fields and the clotheslines and the junk carts and the highways come between us,
Always come between us. Yeah.
or some other woman crying to her mother 'cause she turned and I was gone.
He was gone. Wait, he did.
Well, I just might run in silence, tears of joy might stain my face, and the summer sun may burn me till I'm blind.
But it's always on my mind, though.
But not to where I cannot see you running on the back roads by the rivers ever gentle on my mind. Here's a tough one here.
Yeah.
Well, I dipped my cup of soup back from the gurgling, crackling cauldron in some train yard.
But it's always on my mind.
My beard a rough and cold pile, and a dirty hat pulled low across my face.
Still on my mind. On my mind.
Through the cup tan round a tin can, I pretend to hold you to my breast and find
Always on my mind.
that you're waving from the back roads by the rivers of my memories, ever smiling, ever gentle on my mind.
Yeah. Good job. Daniel
Thank you.
Renteria, ladies
Thank
and
you.
gentlemen. Daniel Renteria.
Okay.
Daniel, tell the folks where you're going to be, some of the upcoming shows.
Well, I'm probably going to just be on hiatus until the fall.
Till the fall?
I'm going to probably just lay low in the summer, cool off, and enjoy the cool weather, maybe vacation a little bit in Canada or
Okay, yeah.
coast, and then come
So
back.
you
and-
folks in Canada know to look for Daniel when he get there, right? When he's get off the plane, whether he's driving, you know, he come through the port of call over there, just look for him. And then when y'all see him, y'all say, "Woo, Daniel, you here. Come on out and do a show for us on whatever station there is up there." Because we know y'all got a lot of stations too, you know. So, hey, great musician, great entertainer, you know what I'm saying? And he knows his stuff. So open your doors, open your nightclubs to him, open, you know, all of the events to him up in Canada. Welcome him in, the great musician there. Be sure to pay him too.
well, thanks for the shout out.
Yeah, but we've enjoyed Daniel, and he's coming back. We're gonna go to commercial break.
Okay.
We're coming back in a little bit, and we're gonna wrap up a little bit. But we're coming back. But Daniel, we want to send a shout out to his daughter. What's your daughter's name?
Here's Emily
Emily
in San Francisco.
in San Francisco
and
area.
Gianna in
And Gianna
Santa Cruz.
in Santa Cruz.
And Dominic here in Fresno.
And Dominic here in Fresno. So he wants to send a shout out to all of his kids, and hope that you're watching. If you don't, you can get us on YouTube. Okay? Yeah, we are on YouTube. We go worldwide around YouTube. And welcome to all of our veterans friends, all of you guys on active duty, men and women that are serving United States Navy, Air Force, Coast Guard, Marines, and the Army, Merchant Marines. All you folks that's serving in the military, welcome to Country Cousin. We hope that we're doing something that you're enjoying and you can have a great day. And like we did when I was in the service years ago, you always get to talk about it. A lot of fun, a lot of great stuff. We're going to a commercial break. We're coming back. Stick around. Don't go nowhere. And ladies and gentlemen, I'm back. You stand by myself? I'm back. I'm just back. I don't know where I've been, but I'm back anyway. Welcome all of you back to the Country Cousins Show. And again, my co-host Kenzie Rose is somewhere on tour, and I don't know if it's here in Fresno. She's in L.A., Las Vegas. We got a picture of Kenzie, don't we? So pop up a picture of Kenzie Rose there. Someplace, and she's on tour. Look for her out on the road. She's in Sacramento. I don't know. She's somewhere around. Anyway, when you see her in your community coming in to do a concert, be sure and go to one of her shows. She's a great singer, great entertainer. I'm looking forward to her picking up the Entertainment of the Year award from country music and so on, and rock and roll. She's out there somewhere, but she does a tremendous job at performing, her and her team. And I want to tell all you good folks that's paying attention, you folks here in Fresno, California, we are doing a gospel fest. Now, y'all mark this on your calendar now. You hear me? Mark this on your calendar. Gospel fest, Friday, August the 18th, from 7 until 9 p.m. And it's at the Universal Presbyterian Church. That's on 1776 East Robert Avenue. That's 1776 East Robert Avenue, Fresno, California, 93710. And here's the list of entertainers. Of course, yours truly going to be there. So, list of entertainers include the Men of God, the First Men of Promise, the Ginsby brothers, excuse me. Then, of course, Richard Graham and friends. That's me. Yeah, you know it's me. Okay. Christopher St. James is going to be there. Alicia and Achoya is going to be. I hope I pronounced that right. So if I didn't, y'all don't get mad at me, okay? University Presbyterian Choir. Doc Lewis is from 91.3 here in Fresno State University radio station. He's going to be there. And the Anointed Praise Team, they're really, really good. And Mr. Al Boyd, of the group called Bus Brothers Under Spiritual Testimony, is going to be there performing. Now, if you here in Fresno and you got me turned on, then a lot of you folks already know who they are. So come on out and support the show. It's for a great cause. It's $20 for the tickets. And you can call Terry at 559-258-0068. I want to make sure it's, 0066. And you can call Diane at 250-7557. And you can call Mr. Leroy Chandler at 559-240-8297. Okay? And again, that's Terry's number is 559-288-0066. Come out for a great performance. I'm telling you, if you miss it, you're going to miss a whole lot of action. And now I'm coming back with KC the Clown. And he's back with me. KC, woo! KC, oh yeah, he's back. My man KC, he the man, he the man, he the man.
I'm back with Mijo.
He's back with Mijo. I'm going to get out close so Mijo going to do his thing. You say?
He's hungry, so, you know, we could feed him a little bit.
Woo!
Hi to the kids. Hello.
Yeah.
So,
I'm going to leave him while he's doing his thing.
No,
no, all right. Just do your thing.
all right.
Yes.
Oh, thank you very much. I was born on Elvis Presley's birthday, January 8th. I got me a little chain of his, got me his guitar, a little dusted, but he told me it could work. Anyway, I got me the little championship belt for the kids. This is what I did. You could do it too. Always remember, put God first, and the blessings come each and every day. So, this is all main event. We give you guys one of these. You guys join our team called Main Event. And believe me, back in the day, I was main event. Everybody used to fight, and I was the last person to fight. Now, how God opened these doors, only He knows. Amen. And now I help the kids out. And you know what? It's an honor to help somebody out, out there, that doesn't know how to have self-defense. And that's the blessing that God gave me to give to you guys. So, Mijo right here is happy that, he came today because I didn't bring him last week. So he was just bothering me and telling me I'm hungry. And I heard they got some chicken out here. And what is it? Ribs? Oh, my good. Ribs? Oh, right now he's eating a little bit of pizza, but he wants some ribs. He said that they're real juicy. So, oh, man, are the ribs done yet? Because this guy's was biting me hard. Oh, Mijo, watch out. Oh. Well, anyway, folks, I thank the Lord each and every day when I get up. I thank the Lord for the blessings He give me to give to the kids, adults, men, women, anybody that wants to know who Bozo is. Bozo the Clown is a person that is very, very intelligent and very, very got a lot of knowledge with kids, adults, men, women. I used to train 96 kids at the Fresno Police Department here in Fresno. So kids, to me, they're like joy. You got to enjoy them. Sometimes they got to get them, straighten them out. But you know what? Just let them be. Let them do what they got to do, because we were kids too, and we didn't want nobody to tell us nothing either. So sometimes we got to kind of like let that little chain loose a little bit and see what they're all about. Anyway, there's blessings each and every day. Like I said, look for the people that you can help. Give a smile out there. We need that smile that only... a person that has joy smiles. A person that has problems, and we all have that. But you know what? Smile through the problems, because without them smiles, life looks so like this. You don't look like this, do you? The rest of your life, you don't look like this. Anyway, my name is Bozo Casey Tiger Maldonado. Pleased to meet you guys. And you know what, kids, always listen to your parents, because they're the ones that have the money to buy that ice cream.
You got that right. All right. KC, it's good to have you back. Now we're going to go to the station.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much.
Yeah.
No autographs, but thank you very much.
Yeah, I should be Count Dracula, didn't you? Good evening. Welcome to my parlor. Come in. Stay with me for a spell. Have a warm glass of chilling blood. My name is Count Dracula. But yeah. Anyway, KC, tell the folks where they can find you at.
They can find me. If you guys just want a little personal or something to talk about, a little bit of boxing, you can find me at 559-473-6413. If you just want to learn a jab, you want to learn a hook and an uppercut, then you call Main Event Boxing, 443-1000. Talk to Big Al. Big Al is a man that has the connections in Fresno. Turn professional boxing. Very beautiful man. I mean, he's all about... helping you out. So
amen. Don't
be afraid. Sometimes we're afraid to talk to that big man, but you know what? That big man, like I said, he has a big heart. So
amen.
He's all about blessing the kids, and that's what he does. Men, women, children, whoever wants to look and learn, we're there for you guys. So Mijo's there for you. Taquito's there for you. Bozo's there for you. What else? Jesus is there for you. What else? How can you go wrong?
We're going to go to commercial break. We're coming back and close out with Daniel Renteria. So stick around. Don't go nowhere. We got a little bit left on the show, ladies and gentlemen. We'll be back in a few minutes. Ladies and gentlemen, and we're back with the great Daniel Renteria. We're going to play a little something for you on the closeout of the show. We appreciate everybody joining us from around the world and around the nation. We send our love out to everyone tonight. Want everybody to have a great and safe night and a beautiful weekend, and be blessed. So here we go with our version of Little Johnny Cash, Little Elvis, and whatever else we can throw in, because we're not really sure. So, I hear that train a-coming, it's rolling round the bend. Lord, I ain't seen the sunshine, I don't know when. I'm stuck in Folsom Prison, Lord, time keep traveling on, yeah. Lord, I hear that whistle blowing on down to San Antone. Woo! When I was just a baby, my mama told me, son, said always be a good boy, don't never play with guns. I shot a man in Reno just to watch him die. Yeah. Well, I'm stuck in Folsom Prison, Lord, I hang my head and cry. Now here we go. I keep my nose on the grindstone, work hard every day. Might get a little tired on the weekend after I drop my pay, but I go back working. Gotta buy my kids a brand new pair of shoes. Ooh, yeah. I drank my cokes in a tavern, sang a little bit of them working man blues. Woo! Oh yeah, practice stuff, man. Yeah. Got it going on over. Okay. That was our guitar, instrumental guitar, you know what I'm saying?
Okay,
Well, I keep my nose on the grindstone, work hard every day. Might get a little tired on the weekend after I drop my pay, but I go back working. Gotta buy my kids a brand new pair of shoes. Woo, yeah. I drank my cokes in a tavern, sang a little bit of them working man blues. Well, sometime I think about leaving, do a little bumping around. I'm gonna throw my bills out the window, get the train another town, be back working. Come Monday morning, I'm right back in that groove. Showed up, yes. I drank my cokes in the tavern, sang a little bit of them working man blues. I drank my cokes in the tavern, sang a little bit of them working man blues. Yeah! Good night, everybody. We're going to see you next week. We thank you so much for watching the show tonight. The great Daniel Renteria, my man Bozo the Clown. We thank everybody for being here and being a part of it. Have a blessed evening, everybody. Good night.